This is Xpress Radio.
Yo, DJ, pump this party!
New term. Why not try something new? Start your journey with Cardiff Societies with Xpress Radio and CUTV.
Society Insights.
Society Insights.
Freshers 2020 with Xpress Radio.
Society Insights.
Hello and welcome back to Society Insights with me, Angus Mitchell, on behalf of Xpress Radio and CUTV, your virtual Freshers Fair. And today I'm joined by John Ratcliffe. John, how are you? You all right?
Hello, mate. I'm really well, thanks. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. And you are, am I right in saying you are the president of Motorsport?
I am indeed. It sounds great when you say it.
Yeah. Have you heard that many times yet? Because obviously I'm guessing this is a new role.
Yeah, new role for this year. Haven't really, obviously with Cardiff lockdown, been able to see many people at all yet, so haven't heard it quite yet, but maybe as we start doing the Give It a Goes, it'll get more power into my brain.
So for those listening, obviously motorsport is pretty self-explanatory, but it is quite a broad sport. So in particular, tell us a bit about your society. What do you guys do?
Yeah. Well, basically we just have a lot of fun going in things that go quite fast. Our main focus is probably on karting. That's most of so we have a club championship over the year where we go to different karting events, and the points that you score at each round add up to a final championship at the end, and the winner gets a prize of some sort. And then also we race in karts in a thing called the British Universities Karting Championship, where we race for Cardiff against loads of other universities, and that's also really fun. But then we also do have other choices of other motorsports that we can do. So we've done quad biking in the past, we've done motorcycle racing, and then we've also gone to watch other motorsport events such as Formula 1 and MotoGP and other things like that.
Oh wow, so I was right in saying it's a very broad spectrum of activities.
You were right, yeah.
Yeah, and so with regards to as a beginner, because obviously motorsport is a very hard sport. Am I right in saying that? I don't want to say the wrong things, but it might be something that is quite daunting for someone that's never done it before to just sit in this powerful vehicle and just go for it. What are the options for like the real beginners?
Yeah, it definitely can be a little bit challenging, and we do get quite a few people, especially around Freshers' time, saying, I'm not very good, or I've never done it before. Is it okay for me to join, sort of thing, thinking that everyone's going to be sort of Lewis Hamilton when they join the club. Genuinely, most people who are in the club didn't do any karting or anything like that before uni, or maybe did a little bit down their local track or something like that. We're not professionals. We just have fun and go out and race. When we usually do our club championship, we have two different championships. So we have the veterans, so people that have been in the club already for over a year, and then the freshers as well. So the freshers championship will be a lot more competitive and probably more people who are less used to karting, and then the Veterans Championship is more people that have maybe done it a little bit longer. But yeah, you where you go out on track, we'll always put you out on track with people who are relatively similar to you, so you can have a good race and have good fun. It's never fun if you go out on track and you're against people who are a few seconds faster than you and you're just running around by yourself. So yeah, we'll make sure that you always have a good time no matter your skill set.
So John, you mentioned the Give It a Go sessions you've got coming up for, I'm guessing, all drivers are welcome. Do you want to give a bit of detail on what's going on and how people would give it a go?
So we always love having the Give It a Goes every year, getting new people involved with the club and involved in racing. Slight problem now with this podcast is we have both of our events up on the Student Union website. So we have a Give It a Go on the 14th and the 15th of October. Sadly, both of those are already sold out now. We've sold 16 tickets on both days, and we've got 25 new freshers coming over both days. So it's looking really good. However, the demand for the events has been so large that we are really thinking about putting on a third day, possibly the following week after, because we've had some people contact us wanting to get involved still. So for the Give It a Goes, we go to Team Sport Cardiff. So it's about 5-minute drive out from Cathays, but obviously we can't car share at the moment, so freshers sadly do now have to make their own way to the circuit, which is a little bit difficult, but there's a next bike station right by the Team Sport, so it's not too hard. But yeah, hopefully keep an eye out on the Students Union page for new tickets for the following week. But yeah, the Give It a Goes, we allow for all of the freshers and the people coming along to do 2 15-minute sessions on track just to get sort of racing and rolling with us, get used to chatting with us, getting involved with the club, and then if you decide you do like us and you do like racing with us, then you can come back for future events and buy a membership with us.
So, John, these Give It a Go sound great. Price-wise, because obviously these go-karting events can be quite expensive if you're just in the public and you want to go with your mates. How does it work with you guys as a society? I'm assuming there's prices involved?
Yeah. Motorsports is definitely one of the pricier clubs that you can get involved with, and that does sort of mean you do need to have quite a drive and a want to do motorsport with us, because it does take a little bit out of your student loan, I'm not going to lie. Luckily, we've been able to save a lot of money over previous years, and we're able to use that to continue to keep the prices as low as we can. They've gone up a little bit since last year, so the Give It a Go has gone up from, I believe it was £22 last year to £25 this year, but still a very good price for the karting that you do get. And as well, with the Give It a Goes, they're a little bit more expensive, but if you decide to get involved in the club and you start to do the club championships and the BUKC, those are the events that we subsidise the most out of all. So you will sort of be getting your money back over the long-term period. Our club championships events are usually around £20 to £40, depending on the size and where we have to go. And then the BUKC are usually from around £60 to £100, because that's a lot more equipment. We have to travel like 3 or 4 hours sometimes to get to events, so that can be a little bit more money. But yeah, as I said, motorsports is certainly one of the more expensive ones, but I think you really get the most out of your money out of any club in the Students' Union.
For what you are doing, the prices do make sense, especially, as you said, with what's going on, the elephant in the room, coronavirus. And now, if we move now on to more classic aspects of societies, being the more social aspect, do you want to explain a bit about Motorsports' social side?
Yeah, so we're a very social club at Motorsports, get together a lot, and obviously at Motorsports events, there's quite a bit of downtime, so there's quite a lot of social aspect in that as well. But yeah, for normal socials, we're not as crazy as some other societies, but we do still like to have a lot of fun. Last year, we would have usually a social every 2 weeks. We have a social secretary called Will, who's a lovely bloke, sorting it out this year. So we would usually have social every week at his house or at someone else's house that's hosting, and do some themes. So one of the ones that I always remember is the Amy wine hand social. That's a great one, where you have to tape a wine bottle to each hand and see them off. Great social. Another one is a charity shop social, where each person gets randomly paired up with someone else in the club. They have to buy them an outfit for under £10 from a charity shop and then go out in said outfit. That's a fantastic one. Now, obviously, with coronavirus at the moment, we can't even go to a club at the moment, so proving very difficult. So with the COVID restrictions at the moment, not being able to even go in any people's houses, we're going to be doing a lot of Zoom socials, like I think most clubs are doing at the moment. We're going to be doing F1 watch-alongs as well on Sunday, where we all get in a Zoom, have a few beers and watch the Grand Prix together. And then otherwise from that, once COVID sort of clears up a bit, we can get the normal socials rolling again, and hopefully, become closer as a society and get pissed actually in the same room, which would be good fun.
So John, if I wanted to get involved with Motorsport Society, what's the best way of getting to you guys? Is you've got a Facebook page for information, or what would you recommend?
Yeah, so obviously you can find all of our events and stuff on the Students' Union page. That's where you can buy everything. But if you actually want to keep up to date with the events that are going on, we do have a private Facebook page. So if you search Cardiff University Motorsports Club into Facebook, that'll come up. You can join that, and then you can show your interest into the events that are coming up and make sure that you see them as soon as they're put up. And then also be sure to follow our Instagram as well, which is at Cardiff Uni Motorsports. We've got about 3,000 followers on there, which is pretty decent, and it's a great way to see photos of us when we're karting, look back at old events and see the fun that we had last year, and maybe that could help entice you a little bit better to join this year. So yeah. 3
reasons why someone should join Motorsport Society. Do you have those 3 reasons for me?
There's loads of new people that you can meet. You can go fastest that you've ever been in a kart, because the karts that we race in BUKC go 70 miles an hour, so they're damn quick. And thirdly, if you're worried about COVID at all, you get to social distance when you're in a car, and we can provide all the masks and everything for you. So
we've got the people you meet, we've got speed, pure speed. COVID safe. There you go. Thank you so much, John. This has been Society Insights, this episode with Motorsport Society.